Welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. And it's hot. And for these guys, maybe even fun because they are in the air conditioning business in the summertime. We got Lance Malone, who does a phenomenal job of helping businesses make sure they have what they need in order to make sure people stay comfortable in these hot dog days of summer in Houston. He's with a company called Standard Supply. Lance, why don't you kind of give us your elevator speech and introduce us to Standard Supply and then introduce us to your guest today, and welcome.
Sure, Kevin. Thanks for having us again. Standard Supply is a distributor of heating, air conditioning, refrigeration, and ventilation products here in the Texas area. We have branches all over the state, including here in Houston. And today we're excited to have one of our great customers, James Sharp, with Ideal Air Services, on the show with us today. And we're going to be talking about indoor air quality today, Kevin. There's a lot of things that go into the quality of the air in your home besides just the temperature. And even though it is very hot right now and people are probably thinking about the temperature a lot, we thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about some other aspects of indoor air quality.
Absolutely. James, welcome to the program. Why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about your company?
Ideal Air Services. I started in 2005 with just me, and now there's 8 me's, or 8 and me.
Wow.
And
mini me's. 8 mini me's.
Mini me's. And we just try to find the best product, which Standard Supply offers very well, and put it in the right way.
Awesome. Why don't you start with the first question, because, frankly, what you described that we're going to do is probably not at my pay scale. So go ahead and jump in with that.
Yeah, and as far as indoor quality, we're going to talk about several things. We're going to talk about particles in the air and humidity and odors and germs and all of those things. I wanted to start off by asking James, James, what do most homes or businesses have in place today to address indoor air quality?
Well, that covers a lot of spectrum there. They usually start with the basic filter. You find it at the grocery store or the hardware store. And some will take it to the level of, there's a big name called an ionic breeze trying to clean up the air that I think they were found out that didn't function very well. There's a lot of products that are far superior that the public doesn't know of that, in fact, that you guys carry.
That's right.
Yeah. So kind of tell us what the standard is right now. And, and either one of you guys, either one of you gentlemen can answer it. What's kind of the standard in the quest for that air quality, and what do you see as coming as a paradigm shift in this area, Lance?
Well, Kevin, most people don't know what's available, and that's really why we wanted to talk about this topic today. Most people think they just need a 1-inch filter because that's what they have today. And if they're high-tech, maybe they have a 1-inch pleated filter.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit better.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
We have a pleated one.
A pleated one is better than just a standard fiberglass or polyester that will maybe stop a piece of gravel flowing through your airstream. But there's much better products available today than a pleated 1-inch air filter.
You don't want to suck in a piece of gravel in your living room there.
Well, I wanted to ask James, what are some signs in a home or business that people could see that indicate that there are indoor air quality issues?
Most of the complaints that we see is related to dust. Dust is an amazing thing. Dust comes from everywhere, but the filtration is the first step in controlling your dust, controlling allergies. The dust on the filters, on the registers in the ceiling here, when you change your filter, you can see the dust build up on the outside of the grill as well. Obviously, your flat surfaces in the home, but your seasonal allergies can be greatly controlled as well by premium filtration. The higher efficiency equipment also is another reason that you should consider, even if you didn't have allergies, of a premium filtration. Keeping your equipment clean will extend the life of the AC equipment and keep the efficiency at peak performance.
So when you talk about premium filtration, James, what kind of products are available that can help, and what are some of the benefits of those different products?
Well, the April Air product that y'all carry is my preferred product. There's many brands out there, but they cover all of the spectrum from a entry level media filter to the best performance rated by the leading manufacturers out there of electronic version. And just as a comparison with the little dollar filter that you see in the home, the entry level would be about 25 times better than that, and the premium would be over 100 times more effective at stopping the dust, dirt, pollen through the system.
Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. So, when you look at it, to me, this is one of those areas, and James, the AC and the quality of life issues that is having some of the most expansive and biggest changes out there, and they're not as exciting or sexy as what's happening in maybe healthcare or technology in terms of cars and that type of thing. But there's pretty revolutionary things going on, both in improving the quality of people's lives in terms of comfort, but also in terms of being green as well. And so it's pretty interesting to see what's happening. Would you say the last few years have been somewhat revolutionary in this respect?
Absolutely. In fact, with the websites out there, the Department of Energy grades indoor air quality as the top 5 concerns that they have today.
Yeah, that's amazing. Lance?
Kevin, another thing we wanted to talk about, I know humidity is not really a problem here in the Houston area, but we might have some listeners in another part of the world that want to talk about humidity or know about humidity. So I wanted to ask James, how do not most, but a lot of air conditioning contractors incorrectly address humidity issues in the home today?
Wow. Yeah. Bigger is always better, right? Not really. A lot of contractors will put an oversized machine in to try to solve a humidity issue, which only makes it worse. The manual J, which we had talked about a few minutes ago off the air, is huge in sizing the right machine for the home. They have products called dehumidifiers that are really the answer. They can control humidity year-round even when your air conditioner isn't running very much. So the April Air product, again, is my choice in this. And there's many sizes for different size homes, but it's the true answer of comfort for your home.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, another thing that we haven't really talked about yet is sort of an annoyance, but odors in the home. And a lot of people don't know that we actually have products available that can work in conjunction with the air conditioning system to help solve that problem as well. And I was wondering if James would tell us a little bit about what's available to control odors. We all have that situation where we fried bacon in the house yesterday and it still smells like bacon. And there are actually some products.
I like that smell, though.
I do, too. That tends to be a good one, but there are other not so pleasant smells.
Broccoli. Yeah, there you go.
Pet odors, and so on.
Kid orders.
Why don't you tell us about what's available in that regard, James?
Well, with IAQ, or indoor air quality, really, I say there's 3 different products that can address all of that. Very first one, obviously, we talked about filtration, but there is fresh air, or where we bring in outside air, which is actually standard on the brand new homes that are so well sealed today. But there's a product called an ultraviolet light. And there's plenty of information on the internet for that, and most of it's accurate. But either one of those 2 products can solve different dilemmas that you would have, whether you're just diluting the poor, stagnant air inside the home, or you're actually treating it and killing the particulates, the viruses, the odors that are in the air. So each one is a little bit different, but they're both a key component to indoor air quality.
Need to wrap it up. Great segment there. Really informative. Here in the middle of the hot days of summer, people need to know this type of stuff. James Sharp is our guest today. Lance Malone, my guest today. Ideal Air Services, idealairservices.com. Lance Malone, a contributor on The Price of Business. You can learn more about him at ssd ssdhvac.com. ssdhvac.com. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Great segment. All right, when we come back, much more for you. Do you want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com. You're listening to The Price of Business.